And let's get another check of weather with our chief meteorologist, Dan Cianca. Dan, definitely feeling those cold temperatures.
Yeah, we're just outside a little while ago. You could see your breath feels very winter-like. Typically, this is one of the coldest months of the year, if not the coldest month of the year for most locations on the Central Coast. And one of the reasons is we get a lot of these dry, cold air masses that just kind of settle in across the region and cause cold temperatures. And we've had one of those, it seems like, although it's been mixed up with some rain here and there. But generally looking at our sunset tonight, few clouds out there as the sun was setting, a nice glow across the region. But it was a little warmer today. Highs were closer to normal for this time of year, but maybe just a little bit on the cool side in most locations. Watsonville was above normal at 64. Corralitos was our hotspot at 65. I knew Corralitos was going to make it to the top of the list. I just had a feeling about it recently. Santa Cruz, you were in the low 60s. Hollister, Salinas, low 60s, our cool spot at the Panoche Valley at 50 degrees. Again, we were talking about those eastern San Benito County valleys, more into that Central Valley air mass than our more continentally coastal air mass right now. I know that's kind of confusing, but we'll just say the air mass for the rest of the viewing area. Some high clouds to the south as an area of low pressure moves by. You can see a few radar echoes across Southern California. Not really anything reaching the ground. There might be some light showers out there, but that's about it. This is a pretty weak system. We were watching for that to potentially impact us this week, but pretty weak and too far to the south, so we're not going to get any precip. In fact, it's pretty much passed by already. Meanwhile, high pressure here in control across the west coast is going to stay here and kind of build over the next couple of days, really trying to push upward. We'll have one weather system in the Tuesday time frame trying to pass by, but notice it doesn't really even get down to the Bay Area. There's some models showing a little farther south, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Could bring us some sprinkles, but not seeing anything in the crystal ball or in the future that would bring us any more moderate rainfall or anything like that. In fact, over the next couple of weeks, things are looking pretty dry. This ridge is going to kind of sit right here on the coast and block storm systems like this other one that tries to pass by on Friday. And then after that, it looks like the ridge just kind of strengthens for the holiday weekend. So generally expecting dry weather. There might be a couple of chances of sprinkles, which we're going to watch out for, but right now they don't look like high probability events. It looks like mostly a slow warm up as we head into the weekend. In the meantime, how about overnight tonight? Well, decreasing high clouds. We talked about that as the system's moving out. Patchy frost again tomorrow morning, even to the coast. More widespread frost, certainly likely inland. And then a mostly sunny Sunday. Sunday's looking pretty nice. Temperatures maybe just a touch cooler than today. That low passing by to our south, introducing a slightly cooler air mass to the region. But other than that, it's looking like a pretty nice day. It'll just be a little bit on the chilly side. We're going to go straight to the temperatures. Futurecast is going to show a clear sky for most of the day tomorrow. And all you would see is the clock moving at the top of the screen. And that's kind of boring. I think we can all agree. Just a number just kind of change. Okay. Here are some interesting numbers to get you excited. How about 29? That's your low at Boulder Creek. Ben Lomond, Scotts Valley tomorrow morning. That's 3 degrees below freezing. That means widespread frost likely in those locations. Felton down to 30, had to be a little bit different. I mean, there is a Bigfoot museum in Felton after all. You guys, people are a little bit different in Felton. I love you. I'm just saying, it's a little different there. 36 overnight in Santa Cruz, 37 in Capitola, highs in the upper 50s tomorrow, low to mid 50s in the Santa Cruz Mountains tomorrow afternoon. I really do like Felton. I'm not bashing on Felton. You got that covered bridge. That place is great. There's some great food right along the little thing there. There's state parks aplenty. Felton's a great town. I will be your tourism spokesperson. Throw me in a commercial. 58 in Watsonville tomorrow. You're down to 35 overnight with some patchy frost. 37 in Salinas overnight. Still could see some patchy frost. High close to 60. Hollister getting to 58 tomorrow. Look at these lows in our northern inland valleys. Low 30s. It's going to be a frosty morning for sure. Marina down to 33 overnight. You're back to 58. Monterey Peninsula, even some 30s there. Could see a little bit of frost in some areas. Highs back in the mid to upper 50s tomorrow afternoon. And then farther south in the Salinas Valley, low 20s, or I should say low 30s from Soledad through King City. And then 28 overnight in Bradley, 26 in the San Antonio Valley. Going to be a cold one out there. Highs back in the upper 50s to around 60 tomorrow afternoon. Carmel Valley, could see some patchy frost as well. Your high 59 tomorrow afternoon. Over the next 7 days, mostly sunny skies expected. Patchy frost could continue here for the next couple of mornings. I do expect our lows to get a little bit warmer along with the highs toward the end of the week. As that ridge builds in, again, that one system will sneak by on Tuesday. We're watching that for some sprinkles, but that's about it. So winter, by the way, officially begins 8 o'clock in the morning or so on Wednesday. Although, if you ask the weather guy, we say that winter begins on the 1st of December. That's more like your actual weather seasons, which is what I think people associate with their seasons, right? Either way, astronomical winter starts at the solstice. That's at 8:28 a.m. on Wednesday. Warmest day of the week, Thursday, looking pretty nice, above normal. And then the weekend, looking pretty nice as well. Dry conditions, highs at or slightly above normal. Inland areas, frosty for the next couple of mornings. We're going to watch that Tuesday system. Winter again begins on Wednesday. And then comfortable, seasonable temperatures as we head into the holiday.
All right, thanks so much for that, Dan. And today is one of the